Hello my fellow hunters and welcome to the 50th episode of Monster Hunter Morph. And now I'm done with in the last video I shown the best ice elemental switch X, which were very tricky to pick up because yes, for multiplayer elemental fire like I explained before, and the next thing was the Daora and the Luna Garan switch X does nearly about exactly the same damage, so kinda tricky for ice, but for fire it's gonna be very easy. And I also show you the calculation and other stuff. So first of all we have a look at the weapon tree. I show you and give you a few details about the fire switch axes, then we have a look at the spreadsheet, and then we're gonna continue.
Hey there.
So go for switch X. Sword, wire, element, and now we have 5 different fire switch axes, and I'm gonna give you a few details about it. Rattler switch X is by far the best power fire switch X. Only bad thing on the switch X is that it has very bad slots, so only 2 level 1 slots, and that maybe is the reason why this is gonna be maybe not the mathematically not the best switch X you can craft, but it's the best power fire switch X you can have.
Ain't nothing I can't forge.
Yes. And maybe the element can be a little bit higher. Shut the fuck up. Yes, for example, the Aura switch X has a lot better element, and yes, maybe also yes, not the best element and not the best slots, but has a Rampage 3 slot, so we can slap in maybe a PSB. True, but maybe that's not needed because we have better switch X's. Rosen Preon is from Espinas. It has exactly the same strength as optimized set build for the Anjanath switch X. The thing is only level 1 slot, unfortunately, and it's a very average switch X. Good thing is we didn't need any handicraft, but yes, for elemental fire the element is too low. We need about at minimum 50 element for elemental fire to make it compete against power fire, so it's not enough element and not enough slots. To the Agnosoms tree, this is a very good switch X, but it can't reach purple sharpness. It has a good amount of slots, but with that amount of slots it's not able to compensate, yes, the purple sharpness we can't get with this switch X. So from the data mine sheet it was very good, because they said it can reach purple sharpness but it can't reach in the final game. Yes, so good fire element, good raw, but we need that purple sharpness. Without we can't make this switch X working, because purple multiplier is so important. And now we come to the best fire switch X. It's the volcanic switch X. Team Dockside also uploaded a run, Luna Garan also in 3 minutes with this weapon. So this switch X is crazy. It has a level 3 slot, so very easy for handicraft. Also level 3 rampage slot, so if you play grounded playstyle you can make use of the PSB, fire switch burst. Yes, the attack is maybe not the best, but the element is complete crazy. And also as a Nintendo Switch user with a very average charm you can get an elemental attack of 97 even without chain crit, and if chain crit is activated it's even more than 100. So we can make a test and go to the training room and I show you how broken the switch X is. So I'm very glad we didn't have to make a multiplayer set. That's very cool.
Bye now.
The first thing is now I'm gonna explain you the morph. Okay, all this stuff is optimized sets. I prevented to use hard triggerable skills like dereliction and other stuff. Maybe I do that later in the video, but for the meta builds I just recommend very common builds. On every set is Wirewalk Bistro 3, like you can see here, with a weight extender 2 and also a few levels of power prolonger. So very comfy sets. So if you want to know the skills, just click on the cross here and you can see also as Nintendo Switch users, the skills which are optimal used for the set. Unfortunately, on the Volcanic Switch X, we didn't have a good amount of speed sharpening because we need all that stuff for handicraft. I also figured out how it's maybe, I thought maybe for the Nintendo Switch users, which hasn't got charm with handicraft and all that stuff, maybe for the Switch users the Rathalos SA is better. But I figured out, here you can see still, especially for grounded play style, the Volcanic Switch X does 10% more DPS, which is completely crazy, even if you didn't have a god charm. So yes, Volcanic Switch X is absolutely the way to go for every platform user. It's completely crazy. What I want to say, yes, even for Nintendo Switch users. And now a little bit to the morph, you can see here in comparison to the Rathalos Switch X. So first of all, the worst Fire Switch X's is Espinas and Anjanath. Eknosom is middle, so between them. Very high potential, but can't reach purple sharpness, so it's get out of the way. Yes, and the best is Rathalos and Magmudron. They're competing together, but for aerial Switch X, it's about the same. You can see here maybe 0.001% difference. And for grounded, you can see here, for grounded playstyle, about 7% more DPS on the Volcanic Switch X. And here you can see the average damage 1770 compared to 1800. So you can say yes, Volcanic Switch X is by far better. Very competitive, but better than the Rathalos Switch X. Also I have to mention, the God Charm builds are 6% stronger than the non-God Charm builds. 6% more DPS. Yes, that's it. Element is pretty much correct. When I've showed the build, I go to the training room and explain you. So first of all, the build for the Nintendo Switch user. I'm using a common charm. It is, I got just 1 level of flinch free for multiplier on the charm and 2 level 2 slots. Now, so the thing is, the build is very special. It is not the common meta bots like N-Boss combined with Death Stench. It's a very special set. We're using Sailor Skirt and 2 Malseno armor pots instead of just 1, because for the sharpness compensation we have to make for the Volcanic Switch X. Okay, I'm gonna show you the skills. Fire attack maxed out, attack boost level 4, weakness exploit level 3, handicraft for purple sharpness with protective polish. Ballistic is from the Malseno set. Blight resistance is also from the Malseno set, very useful, but unfortunately no speed sharpening. Wirebug Whisperer maxed out, Rapid Morph maxed out, 2 levels of Power Prolonger, 2 levels of a Weight Extender, and 1 level of Chain Crit. No crit boost in the set, and we also didn't need crit boost because Chain Crit is better than crit boost. Now to the decorations. Tiny Purple Sharpness for Rampage. Yeah, just choose any anti-species skill. On this Volcanic Switch X, Handicraft Jewel 3. On the Almudron Helm X, attack and a quick switch jewel. On the end boss chest, a handicraft and a tenderizer jewel. On the Malseno braces, a jumping jewel plus 4. On the Sailor Skirt, a handicraft jewel 3. For the Sailor Skirt, I think you have to do a side quest, but I forgot what it was. I'm gonna maybe put it later down in the comment section below. On the Malseno Greaves, Hard Blaze Jewel 3 with 2 Blaze Jewels. So every fire stuff on the Malseno Greaves, and on a random charm, an Hanger and a Wirebug Jewel. These are just Comfy skills. You can also slap 1 more attack boost if you want, but I prefer more Comfy because I get better times with this. Now, you're just a Nintendo Switch user. I go to the training room. The Switch user didn't have access to the God Charm. And now I show you the element. (105) fire element. This is complete correct. And then the 45 boost from your sharpness. You also have to consider your sharpness boost. You gain 25% element from your sharpness, and also 45 from your fire. So it's completely correct element. Now the set for the PC players. We just got the patch, the 10.03 patch, and we are using the same set, the same armor pieces. Ah no, we are using my Xeno helm instead of the Almudron helm, with Jaggy gauntlets for attack boost and Sailor Skirt for protective polish. Sailor Skirt is absolutely correct for Switch Axe. We're having as PC players a Divine Talisman, God Charm Talisman with attack boost 3 and chain crit 2. So in the last build it was attack boost 3 and protective polish 2. But for this set it's better for the sharpness compensation to use this combination. Okay, now to the decorations. I think I should go back to the central plaza for the annoying overlays on the volcanic Switch Axe. Ah, sorry, I forgot to show the set skills as PC player. We have attack boost maxed out, fire attack maxed out, weakness exploit 3, handicraft and protective polish for tiny purple sharpness. Ballistics 3, we didn't need it really. Bug Whisperer, rapid move and chain crit is now maxed out. Power Prolonger level 2 with a weight extender level 2. And 1 level of speed sharpening, unfortunately, but you have maybe some weight fishes in the chest. Yes, pretty correct set. On the Switch Axe, Handicraft Jewel 3. On the Mild Xeno Helm, 2 Quick Switch Jewel level 2. On the Arch End Boss chest, a Handicraft and a Quick Switch Jewel. On the Jaggy Gauntlets X, 2 Blaze Jewels. So very different from the Nintendo Switch set. For the Sailor Skirt, a Handicraft Jewel 3. On the Mild Xeno Greaves, a Jumping Jewel plus 4 and 2 Blaze Jewels 1. And on our God Charm, Enhanger Jewel plus 4, a Blaze and a Grinder Jewel. You can also use for multiplayer instead of the Grinder Jewel, Flint-free Charm. And now we go back to the training area and I show you how correct it is for PC players. So for Nintendo Switch we have 105. I now go to training dummy and do a few hits. 112 fire element, completely correct Switch Axe, completely crazy. Thanks for watching guys, see you next time.